Need so many guides on this character. I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I get good, good reviews. You guys say these guys help, but I feel like I get better every time I make a new guide. So I feel like I should give you an update, you know. And I'm gonna go over not just tournament variations. We got customs now, so, and then ever since the last guide, there's been some changes, especially how wake ups work. You know, there's only one set time for delayed wake ups. People get up a little bit faster now. So when you do like stuff like your back throw, 4-2 isn't gonna like meaty because it's like plus 12, if I remember correctly. Plus 14, 19 frames. People are gonna. No, it's 21 frames. Fuck, man, it's been so long, hasn't it? 19 frames, I was right. Let me go on my channel so you guys can, so I can just see the comments. But how's the audio sounding? Because I want to make sure that when people rewatch this, you know, it's not like out of place. What's that, Six Legs? So I'm gonna try to keep things simple. Well, I guess audio's good. Alright, that's cool. So D'Vorah, where does she play? She's kind of like top tier, not top tier, but like high mid, you know. That's where I always place her, like high mid, like A, like just below like broke, you know, because there's certain things that just kind of keep her like. I mean, her movement is not too bad, you know. You don't really need to like master the wave dash just to get her movement down. Like her movement's okay, you know. She has some. Her buttons aren't like the best, so like she has like some good range, you know. That's where she kind of strives, is the range. She got jump 1, 4-2, 21 covers pretty good range. She's got a nice sweep. Funny thing is, her overhead actually reaches a tad bit farther than her sweep. Like this whiffs right here, and you do forward, that reaches. It's crazy. But I'm gonna start with my favorite, the Buzz variation. Buzz variation, what is that? We got the Strepsit Terror Bug, which is down for 3. We got the Air Bug, which can also amplify, and then you got the strings to go with it. Right, and then you got this right here. So you get the extra strings that makes your 4-2 safe. Well, technically safe. So let's just put it on. Oh, I'm gonna turn on frame data as well. Above. So we're just kind of jumping straight into it, you know. We're gonna go to the setups, but I figured we should just kind of break down the buttons, what they are, how they work. You know, I'm actually going on the spot for this. I just decided, you know, let's make a guide. So her best buttons, what do we got? We got forward 1, that's really good for just whiff punishing anything, you know. Forward 2, you can as well, but like it's more of like your shimmy tool, you know. You got down 4, you know, to check people. Will you main D'Vorah MK12? Most likely. Unless she don't give her setups, which I hope is not the case. 'Cause I love setups, you know. But, you got your sweep. Your sweep is what you'll be using a lot. You jump 1 and your sweep. So, those are your best buttons. It's your jump 1 and your sweep. And then you got, 7 frame stand 1, 8 frame down 1. You got stuff like that. One move you want to be kind of careful throwing around is your back 3. Now this back 3, while it's so low, it's 17 frames. So while, well, this and your 4-2. So those are like two moves you want to be careful throwing around. You don't want to like chase someone down with like 4-2 and then you whiff that because the following move is most likely going to whiff as well. But like back 3 by itself when it whiffs takes forever, and this like off of plus frames, like if you like if you're doing this and you're trying to shimmy off of this and they jump, you're getting punished like every time, and it's just the most painful thing to see. Like I delay that jump kick and it still just like punishes, man. Her worst button, most likely. But at the same time, it also has its upsides. It's a really good stagger, you know? And the funny part about it is that while it's a good stagger, it's minus 11. Like, you could literally punish D'Vorah for doing this. But then, like, you got, of course, got mind games. You can check with this. You know, you can do the full string, but that is minus 8. So, when the first came out, you could do this for free. No one was really punishing it, but since everyone has just got to have a feel for how the game plays, you do this in a real match, you're most likely going to get punished. Because people know it now, you know? So, that's why you see like people like me and Honeybee, they just stagger it. They don't really continue it, you know. And don't even do this, you know. We usually just I do something like that, I grab, or just down one check, you know. And you can get away with stuff like that, with stuff being minus 11. You get, because like, if you know how people react, certain things can kind of be plus, right? So like if you, so that's where you get like gimmicks like this shit right here. That's why you see, that's how you test people's reactions. You got down 4-2. This is your best, you know, button. Like this is your in-game button. What's up, Jazz? It's still a bit tricky. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, definitely, man. It depends on how you use it, you know. But if you use it improperly and you keep getting jumped out of it, you gotta. It's just let's see. Try not to leave anything out. Use 4-2-2 as the media as a death sentence. Yes. Yeah. I'll just show you. I'll just show you. It's not existing anymore. So like this would work, but even when it would work as a meaty back in the day, it's still a shitty meaty. Because like you could like play wake up. Okay, well not now, hold on. You could backdash. Like you could actually backdash it, you could up 3. Like, look at that. All I did was back up, and it still whiffed. And then look at that. You get hit by a 33%, 32% combo. Just because you fucked up your meaty. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. And then, what D'Vorah's players would do, so they would dash up and then do jump 1, right? So, that also don't work for jack shit. Even I was doing that, but like, most likely get away with it, but like, boom, like I could punish you for that, like, if you like get it right. Hold on. Play her much, but to be honest, I think after the throw, use it knockdown is chicken. It's decent meaty if Emery punishes rolls, right? No. You're not that plus when you do a back throw. So, if you're talking about doing this, you could amplify it, and then you should be safe, right? But I'm not even gonna do an amplify. So, we're gonna get to how the bug works in a second. So, that bug was still active. So I'm gonna just do down 4. Okay, so you could actually punish. But that's assuming you know by heart that they're gonna do that and not try to check you with like forward 2 or forward 1, you know? Or even just back up, right? I just think she's low tier as fuck. She's really not, man. She's really not. I mean, you've seen Sonic Fox get top 2. I think he's won at least 1 tournament with her, but I think he's lost at least 2 of them with D'Vorah. You see Honeybee with D'Vorah, you know, you see me with D'Vorah. She's not as bad. It's just, well, not really, you know. Like, the advantage you would get with D'Vorah as a head start is that most people aren't familiar with how she plays because it's not enough. Like, who's other D'Vorah do you see, you know, that play her at a high level, like, you know, at the highest level, you know? There's only pretty much Honeybee and me, and then there's Zwei, but he plays Creepy Crawler. I play Buzz. I still play with every single variation, but you'll see Buzz from me. You see the teleport variation from Honeybee. And then you see the Buzz 2.0 from Sonic Fox whenever he decides to mess with her. She's gotta be bottom 10. No, you can't put her down with like Melina or Scarlet. You know, she's better than that. I feel like it. I mean, she's not broke. I mean, she has things that could possibly make her broke, but she's nothing lower than like a mid tier. But I'd say high mid. Maybe I should get to how the bug works, but we got Jump 1. Jump 1 can be really useful in like certain matchups, like the Sub-Zero matchup. Sub-Zero matchup, this Jump 1, like you could react to Sub-Zero's like ice balls and then punish with Jump 1. That's what's so great about Jump 1. I feel like D'Vorah kind of does well in the Sub-Zero matchup. I would say mid tier 2. Yeah. And then we got 2-1. That's an okay string. And then we got 4-4. 4-4 is neutral. You'll most likely see a down 1 check or maybe just a sweep check. Guess she's bug, as I say. I don't mean her, but I'm playing to subs so I can feel how much worse she is than him. Okay. Let me get with the other strings too. Which ones? You know, let's just get to the bug. Why not? Second one says we gotta run Amplifies Plus to compete against her chicken. I've never seen anyone call it a chicken. They say poop bug, or they call it by its actual name, or but a chicken, specifically a chicken. That's new. Alright, so the bug. So basically how this bug works, people always ask, it's like, how does it work? Why is it still coming out? Why does it sometimes come out? And then it's just, it's your chicken and Spider-Man move. So what's happening here with this bug is that, okay, let me put this to, so you throw this bug out, right? In a moment after you throw this bug, it's gonna throw another bug, and that bug is gonna be on the ground, right? And as soon as it's on the ground, it's active. Now this is just for the unamplified version, so as soon as you see that other bug touch the ground, it's active. And then after that, the bug's gonna follow you. So just like 3 steps. You throw one, it throws another bug, and then it throws it at the opponent. So what that does is that it allows you to do things that most characters don't get the luxury of. How to steal turns. Like so there's like ways you can set it up. So and that's why you see it being used pretty much for every variation. So basically, the only times you want to use this is during your combos. So this is your basic setup. So if you set it up properly, you should be like plus 12, plus 9, somewhere around there. So you just do the puddle into 2-1. You have to dash. Ooh. Okay, when you do like that, alright. When you do plus 13. That's probably if you get like a perfect timing. But 2-1 is your go-to. Now, if you want to check for breakaway, you would go for this. This would do a little bit more damage. You can check with stand 1, and you can see if they break away, right? So let's put it on random. And you can check, And if they still didn't break, I like to just stop at forward 1. Think of any mix or any bugs. Alright, out is a 44 restand. Pregnancy. No, break will throw this mix. That is her main mix, but she has definitely other mix outs as well, so and we'll get to that in a moment. So we got this. So in order for this bug to do its job properly, you need like I think about 8 frames. You need to be like plus 8, probably plus 5, and then this bug is guaranteed no matter what they do, what character it is. They can't do anything. So I'm gonna cut it for crushing blows. Yeah. Not bad. So let's just do this as base value. This by itself. So what can this cover? This covers like nearly anything. So let's just do it on. I do that one, right, and nothing happens. Bug still comes out. So there's literally nothing you can do. Up to nothing. You can do a roll and walk back, but then you can also read rolls. So like there's the way how you use this bug is you gotta kind of get in the mind of how your opponent plays, and then you kind of set up the bugs, and then you kind of improvise. Everything is kind of improvised on the spot, Everything can kind of be fixed, depending. It's just how you. Yeah. Like there's so many ways to go about with just the same setup, Like, let's just say your opponent likes to wake up buttons, right? There's ways to like counter that. So I put the opponent on auto. So like do this, hit him once, and the next time you come in contact, he blocks. So you need to keep him honest, check him with that one into the down back 4. Soon as you have question bonus innovations. I'm gonna use the rest of that too. Beast Westy only has down 4-2 question blow. I mean, what's Gen Zod? Buzz 2.0 has more than that. The Buzz 2.0 has the 1-2 grab crushing blow, and it has the 4th grab crushing blow, and then you have the down 2 and then down 4-2. So that is actually broken. You can react to the flood of guitar with 4. So here, I'll do it for you. So it's kind of up to you if you want to make that risk. It's I'll demonstrate it, but it's up to you if you want to make that risk. Because this can be easy if you misjudge or you make the wrong read, you know? But honestly, you could probably just do that. So if I'm trying to do the first one, that's the one you don't. What is that? Well, doesn't be run Spider-Man move and your chicken doesn't lose drug. Whoa, that's not Buzz 2.0. Buzz 2.0 is what Sonic Fox uses, and I'll show you. Buzz 2.0 is basically Buzz, except with the air bug, you get the deadly swarm. So, man, I'm going all over the place trying to stay on Buzz, but keep it brief. How deadly swarm works is you see the 5 bugs that surround around Devora. You can get on your opponent by just like throwing stuff like the restand. You got these bugs, they will add to it. The fireflies will add to it, and if you have like different customs, the air bug and the bomb beetle bug also adds to it. But if you want to get them all 5 at once, you can just amplify this and then it's all there. And now, since this is Buzz 2.0, you got these strings as well. Now you got a deadly mind game. So if they get shimmied, you got 30%. Now, if you just grab them, and you got all the bugs, you get 36%. That's broke. That's fucking broke. So, how this would play out is like, you could get like a regular combo, get a grab combo. Fuck, I messed up. Okay, that's nearly 20%, right? Another 20% to check them. Boom. Strike throw. You have to guess right there. So right there, I just did 40% from 2 touches. So if I grab you, you are now down to 70% to 30%. So that's all 70% damage. And the scariest part about that sequence is that you didn't even need to amplify this. You just got it by doing this grab combo. So you got 3 bugs from that grab combo. You check them. Boom. You check them right there. You get that. It gets wrong. Boom. I'll be back. That's what. So I'm sure his name's Buzz 2.0 way back. Yeah. So, but yeah, you do see Honeybee use a teleport more often than the Buzz 2.0. But yeah, that's essentially how Buzz 2.0 can play out. You know, that's how dangerous it can be. Especially if you've got Fatal. So like this, Buzz 2.0 has the best comeback factor, and then Buzz by itself has the best options, right? Not the best options, but like you have all the tools available for you. You know what I mean? You get more out. You don't get more out of your setup, but you get more. It's just you get more control of your setups. That's a better way to put it. Let's see. But back to this. So, how does bugs work? So, that's probably the best way to keep someone honest is to check what down one. And then the purpose of these setups is that you want to put your opponents to this point where you just loop them. That's where you want. You want to try to do what you can to loop them, keep everything going. And then like this just helps. Trying to make sure I get to everything. But, let's see. I'm also trying to read so many comments. Let's see. So, where was I? Okay. Maybe I just need a minute. Oh. So, this is the first time I caught you live, my boy. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I didn't really plan this guide. I just kind of came out of the blue and just decided I just need to make an update, you know. So, how does this work? Right. So, basically, the best thing about this is that you can steal turns, you can make things that are unsafe safe, right? And then there's ways around it. So, you gotta like. This is where you gotta do a lot of labbing, because you got options, but your opponent's got options. You gotta kind of gauge what your opponent knows of the matchup, because there's so much like you could do, but there's so many ways the opponent can get out of it. And there's mind games, top of mind games. So I'm gonna keep it short. So buttons to check. So you can use forward 1 by itself. You can check for people that try to jump back or just jump. And then, like, you can, like, set these people up properly by changing how your setup, just changing your setup entirely. So this is, right here, this is plus 11, right? So if you check with forward 1, they're not going to jump at all, right? So, which is cool, too. So let me just do this. Alright. Yeah, let me do this. So if I do that, there's no way they're gonna jump, right? And then they barely got off the ground. I mean, you could do that because timing's not really perfect. So let me do that instead. So I'm gonna put it to I don't know. So if I do this, so if you delay your forward 1 just a little bit, you can get like a fuck me, man. This would probably be better because your pack could probably do some frames. And you can do something like that. And you just keep things going. I know, it's gonna be a long ass stream if I'm going this slow. Fuck. There's some gimmicky shit. Alright. And then, yeah, let's just go to Amplify right now. Well, let me go for one more basic setup. How you can do it. There's this one. This is a very basic setup. So basically, what can you do with this? Let me just keep it short. You can do stuff like overhead. You can do down 1 check, overhead, boom. Keep your combo going, right? And then you got your strike throw mix up right there. Like you can like steal your turns, and like most dumb thing you do is you can do stuff like this, and that stuff can be annoying. especially when you do stuff like this. But I tried to do something like this, where hold on, let me put it to you can actually do stuff like that, but people don't ever just. People for some reason never fall for that. I don't know why. I always thought it'd be like so easy to do because it's easy to pull off. But like for some reason, no one blocks. I know it's not surprising, but still, like you can do some cool shit like that, but like people don't fucking block. Like. Like that was an actual grab combo. Like you could literally do shit like that. So instead, you could do some like you can wait for the first. I like how we automatically skip to amplify bug. So use success with regularly amplified. Put one block. Oh, so we got that mind game. So if your opponent does homework, don't go for it at all. Like if you do this against me, I recommend not doing it. Because the secret to this gimmick right here is that there's a set time that you can pretty much master instantly, right? So oh, I didn't even mean to make you moderator. I was trying to hold on. I was just tapping on the chat and then I just tried to click off and it said moderator. So the whole gimmick to this is that you could do this, but you can also delay it. And then I have some gimmicks for that as well. I'll get over to that. I might as well get over it after this. So let me just do it right here. I'm gonna put it to stance. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna record the second one. Hold on. And I'm gonna have it on random hidden playback, so I won't know. And then you can really. Well, fuck to that. Oh my god. Every time. I almost pressed, but I still. Hold on. There's a set timing where you can punish both options if you lab it. So most people won't. Like, it's an option, but it's not the best option, right? Now, there are certain spots where people might fall for it. Now, those spots would probably be down forward to it. Because people love to take their turns after that poke, you know? And my favorite way of going after it is, it's not the full screen, right? You'll see me do that, you know, you see me snag some wins with the full screen puddle and the brutal. People will laugh for it though. Yeah, that's the main advantage you already have starting into the fight, is that you most likely have that advantage of your opponent not knowing too much how D'Vorah plays, especially when you're using the buzz variation at a high level. But my personal favorite, it's risky, but it works. So if you see your opponent is jumping at you, or they're trying to come at you with a certain, I don't know, just a move, any move, you know, I just do it up close, you know. And this works well with zoning as well. So when, in the very few moments where D'Vorah can kind of zone, right, people will try to throw puddle right beneath them, right beneath their opponent, right? So instead of throwing them beneath them, because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to move up, or they're going to jump over it, or whatever, you know what I mean? So you throw it in front of them, or throw it in front of you. So when they start to move forward, they see that and they're like, let me back up just a little bit. You know, and it lets them think, and then while they're backing up, that's when you just start zoning a little bit more, you know. It's just, we'll get to the zoning in a moment, but back to what I was saying. So if you try to do this, and the other thing I didn't even mention is that when she does this animation, she actually lowers her profile just a little bit. So it's not directly, it's for certain characters, she can actually duck under projectiles and still punish you for that. She may not be able to get a combo, but because it's so far, but like you could literally sneak some damage like that. So like you could, wow, you could just do that. Okay, that's cheap. Okay, maybe not that, but the only thing that probably wouldn't work is they did a jump kick, which is kind of rare. See how that trades? Now, the worst thing to do is if they do an empty jump. But that's up to you to make that read, you know. Does that work against Jackie, though? What does work with Jackie? If you're talking about this, that probably wouldn't work. I would not recommend doing this against Jackie. It's so much fun. Alright. It's yellow shit, but it's actual stuff. And if you see stuff like and you just don't want to like mess up the punish, you know. Just keep everything safe. That works. Amplify opponent reaction. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. Amp on reaction, because that could go sideways so bad, man. Even though it would be the most funniest thing you'll ever see, you got, so hold on. This hitbox isn't as great as it looks. So you could actually jump. Hold up. So you see how like it's not even hitting her? Okay, that hit her. But you could literally be in the air. So imagine Jackie leaping and that miss. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks. No, man. And then you eat 30% into possibly a crushing blow. No, I'm good. I don't want to make that risk. You already make enough risk with Zavora. That is definitely not a risk you want to take. Let's see. Alright, back to the bug. I didn't even break down how this amp bug works. So, if we do this right here, as soon as the bug falls down, if I did, I guess would be a viable option. Yeah. But even so, there's too many mind games that you don't want to play. You see how it throws out other bugs. So when it's amplified, all that goes out the window. What matters now is if this bug touches the floor. That's what matters. So let me explain. So this is where people can see the inconsistencies of the bug, but really it's not if you actually take a closer look. So here's the closer look. So if you are too late or interrupted and you hit it just when it touched the ground, it will throw out 2 bugs instead of 3. and they come in at an awkward time. And you can get a combo, but they won't combo into each other, most likely. 90% of the time, the two bugs that come out of it won't combo into each other. You have to combo into at least one of them. But they still have to respect they still have to respect those two bugs. So that's the funny things. So going back, I know we're just juggling. So going back to like this right here, there's like ways you can throw it around. Like you can do it after a like 1-2-1, or maybe after a fourth throw. Because by the time they reach you, this bug is active. And then you can implement other stuff. But it's better to just go amplified when you do like this. Because then you have no choice but to take the pressure. So as soon as you see this amplified, you have to stop completely, whatever you're doing. Now you can get like a punish, or maybe you can get like a down 2. Now that's people's, when we play all level, that's their go-to choice when they see you throw a bug. I mean, for like any character, like even for Joker, they see you throw a Jack-in-the-Box, the first instinct is to down 2, because 9 times 10, that's how you win the trade war, It's just, that's the mind game that you'll be playing with it for. You gotta take in what trades you're gonna be making. You gotta know how your opponent thinks, how your opponent will try to trade with you. So, and if they're too late in general, then you get $3. So let me demonstrate. So I'm too late, that's 1, that's $2. $2. Okay, that time I'm too late. And now I got $2. So like, just like that, it's like literally just dropping a bomb, and then you try to press, and then it's just, no, man, you don't want to press. But since you don't want to press, that means the Vor can start walking in on you. And then that's when her shimmies are actually become even more dangerous. Right? So, like, you can actually start baiting down 2s, because everyone knows the go-to is the grab. So you can literally do this, then get down 2, and then you can grab again and get that grab combo. Oh, they get down 2, boom. And you can literally grab anytime. Anytime you want, no grab. So, okay, why the damage getting so bad with bug combos? That's just how they made it, The choice of grab you want to go for is the back throw. This is because when you do the fourth throw, and if you do it too early, see how she flies up, picks the opponent up. So if you pick the opponent up, that's gonna fuck with the restand. Hold on. And then you lose your combo. So you do a back throw, and then you get your combo like that. So there's some ways to get your combos. So people got their own choice, People like to go for this. I like to go for the jump kick to another bug. That's just my go-to, because I like to put them back in that same position, And then you can potentially get more chip damage, if not even more damage if they don't feel like blocking or they guess wrong, So here's how these combos can go. So 2 things can happen. So you will land up close, or you'll land back here. And so let's just say the easy one people go for is the jump 1. So if you land close, you're not going to get that jump 1. I mean, you can, but it'll be significantly difficult. So you can just do stand 4. Or you can just do 4-1-3. It's funny how that works, because like sometimes 4-1-3 will do more damage in certain situations, sometimes it's standing 4. And you'll see that when it comes to the fatal blow stuff. So for this does the more damage. If you land far, you want to do a jump kick, you just dash up, you do a jump kick. Everything is kind of timed. I just do a full dash into a jump kick. And then there's other ways to combo. If you need a side switch, this one is harder if you land close. So if you land close, like you can actually, you can do land back 3-4. And then you can do down 1 into whatever. Jeez, man. This one's harder because of the hitbox. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Yeah, I'm definitely terrible. Jesus Christ. You don't see this shit when I do it online, but... Oh my god. It's possible, that's all I need to know. There we go. And you could do stuff like that, or you could just, there's some other combos. So like if you max this out perfectly, you can get a sweep in there. But for mid-screen, I just like to do down 1. And if you land it farther away, which I don't recommend you doing this like at all. You can actually get like actual combos like that. But just to be safe, I would just down 2. Because it... You can do down 1 to down 2. No, just down 2. Keep it simple. But just some extra information. If you actually do it this far in a block, you would actually be neutral instead of punishable. Or you might be +1. It depends. -2 to +1, that's kind of the range. And... Alright. And I forget how I combo with jump 1 when I do this. I would actually combo with that. If it can work on a high projectile, but need to make God, because it's a string. I don't think so, honestly. I don't think so. I just say don't do it. I would rather just jump over the projectile. That's just me. Because you gotta whiff this move first, and that's already 17 frames. That shit's slow. And then this next move is pretty much another 16 frames. But at that moment, they've most likely already, it's either one of two things. They're already recovered, or they already see this coming, you know? And usually it's both. It's either you're going to get hit by this, or they already recover from it. It's just not worth it. And you have to like make like the biggest read of your fucking life to do some shit like that. Or just have insane amount of luck. Let's see. And then when you do amplifier, you can also implement stuff like this as well. So this is the Songfox mix-up. So Songfox mix-up, if you get this down, you can come off your overhead and your low. You can come off the grab, but that's like very tactical, and not even I got that down. But basically, you can literally do that. And that's like one of your very rare moments where you can actually combo off your overhead. It's easier mid-screen than it is in the corner, but there's that. Making a slide accept. That would be pretty, like Alien. There you go. It'd be like Alien. I mean, it looks exactly like Alien's move anyways. Doesn't it? It looks like a copy and paste Alien. You know, that was it. Back Forward 1. And that's pretty much my bread and butter combo for the corner. If you're like trying to have it kill, you can also just do down 2. Fuck. If you want to do fatal, I would just be safe to do down 1. Who is this back? Forward, constant. And that's 46%, that's pretty dumb. And if you want to go for setups, setups work a little different because you're back into a wall, so how close the bug is actually factors into how good the setup will be. So if you do this, bug's laying on them, so the bug is going to hit them immediately, right? It's just going to hit their feet. Boom. So to get more out of your setup, I do a backdash Jan 1, backdash Jan 2, it lands a little bit in front of them, and then it can take some time to travel, right? And why does this matter? So let's just say I amplify this. Boom, crash is over. And then you got, and it's just, and there's even more. So let's do this. Oh. While you could still like grab between these, it's gonna be significantly harder to grab, like between bugs. Okay, I still got the combo, but like it'll be tougher. Because you get more space between these bugs. And there's like... Oh, again. Alright. We got that. I might just leave it for just Buzz. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do another guide on a deprivation. Because I talked a lot more than I thought I would. But that would be the go-to setup. Good stream? Yeah, it was. It was a good stream. You guys are killing it with the questions though, man. Also, that's another thing. So, since you have the strings, you can shimmy with the throw and still restand. Since when you do this right here, is that right if I add you on PSN at some point? Sure. So once you grab, while it lifts up the opponent, it actually, it's not like forward throw. It's not like the forward throw. So you got an actual mix-up that you can combo off of. And I'm probably leaving out some stuff too. There's some gimmicky stuff like this right here, and I even went through the zoning. So how does zoning work? And there's zoning really depends on like it's like you can depends on how you use your airbug. If you use your airbug properly, your opponent will have a tough time getting in. So for me, the way I play it, like I said earlier, I keep everything in front of me. You don't want to aim anything at the opponent, because when you do that, they can start moving forward. Because like even if you're backed into a wall, right? What are they gonna do? Right? So let's just do this right here. So I'm just doing this. They can't do anything. This is why when you see me start a round and I'm backed into the corner, the first thing I go for is this, because it leaves some pressure off of me. Because honestly, what can they do? They can punish you, right? But and then you can start back your pressure, and now you are on top. Now you can start implementing your meaties and stuff, you know. Is it back to be for the worth option as a mix because it pushed them out of range chicken babies? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you can get punished for it. You can check them with like back 3. You can just check with back 3 and leave this. But back to the airbug. So how I would properly use this airbug is you don't want to just throw it, because if you throw it, people are going to start moving in, right? And once this goes up, what's going to happen, you know? Oh, hey, you're right there, you're in front of me. Cool, let's play the neutral game now. So the first thing I would do is throw a bug first. And then I would check to see if they're trying to move in. You can take this time to check that down for, see if they're not trying to step too close to you. So you can do that, and then once you do that, once you do like a check, or maybe you don't need the check, you know? Jeez, my bug's fucking up. Then you have to wait for this bug first. And then while you wait for that bug, you set up this bug. But once you finish blocking this bug is now active. So now they gotta wait for that, and then you can do stuff like that. You can, and then it's fun. It's really fun when you start winning and you get yourself in this situation. It's gonna be fun. And then at that moment, I would throw the fire portal, throw it right beneath them, because like they can't move forward, you know. And then you also have to judge, because not every time it's gonna be far. Sometimes you just throw it. I mean, very far. So when you hold up, it's very far. But if you just hold forward, it's just far. And you got regular amount, and then you can hold back. You got close. So it doesn't go completely full screen, unfortunately. So you have to move up to do this. This is one of the fun with that airfly. It can be. It's very gimmicky. Yo, that'd be fucking stupid. Just imagine. Alright, that would be fucking stupid, man. Wow. Alright. Just now. Maybe with a teleport, but even then, well... I don't know why I tried to put the teleport. I'm stupid. But yeah, this stuff like that. And then, when you feel like they're getting a little too close... That's when you can start throwing the amplified, and then they have to respect the fuck out of that. And then when you're doing the amplified, you can throw like 2 of these down. And if you're like behind, if you're like really behind, you're like full screen, you could maybe get away with throwing like, you know, like just a regular Firefly, air tick time bug. But I like to keep everything right here because another reason why you want to keep it in front of you is because some people got teleports. Loose King's got a teleport. We got Devora's teleport. We got Melina's teleport. Some of them they teleport right above you. You got Shiva, so you can use this to. Even Jackie, this actually works well against Jackie. So when I do this in front of me, I move up, they leap. Pretty good chance they'll get hit by this, or maybe I just get out scot-free. And you could also, if they leap over you, that bug is still active behind you. So now it'll be in front of you. So it's just like stuff like that. Ground characters are terrified, full screen, 2 minutes without telly, for example. Yeah, but at these days, it's kind of rare to see him without tally. But yeah, so let me demonstrate it.
Devora.
Like, let's just say... Like, if you watch me play against Jackie players, you definitely see this pretty often. So, let's just say Melina. Alright, know what better yet? Yeah.
Melina. Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
Now, granted, they could do this before you even touch the ground, but not everyone's ready like that, you know? Like, what kind of world you live in where you're always ready for that? What if they're zoning you out because you're setting it, especially you're setting everything in front of a full screen? Now, that's why it's rare. Most of the time, you are right, most of the time you are getting in on them because they really just have the better zoning. Most characters in this game have better zoning options than you, but when you have the life lead or you go and get someone like Collector or Jackie, you can do shit like this to them, you know? Even Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero is you playing with your life with the ice balls, and they might have deep freeze, so you can. Sonya has air protect. Okay, Sonya's air protectos doesn't count because it's not literally her going above you. Oh, are you talking about you can outzone Zonia? No, you cannot outzone Zonia. Setchion straight Iraq. I don't recommend zoning against Setchion. Like, she can't zone a lot of characters. It's just when she gets like a good life lead, or at least like a reasonable life lead where you need to move up, and she can kind of chip you out here and there with maybe the air bug or puddle or some of the other bugs, you know. Like, it's not, you don't really get that luxury of zoning someone out like you would with, you know, Melina or Katana. But here, let me just demonstrate. And then you can use this as like a shield. Oh shit. Like, even so, like, boom. Okay, I guess this was a bad example. I mean, like, not literally zoning. Nah, but there's no way you can outzone Sonya. Only because, like, you just lose. You lose.
Devora.
I mean, the world would be a good example.
Devora. The Hourglass.
So I don't just a runaway option at health lead. Yeah. And if they get hit by that, they can still combo, but of course you won't have the puddle. So stuff like that. But you gotta remember, when I'm doing that, I'm not just doing that. You know, I got the bug before I throw the air bug, so when they see me throw the air bug, that's when they're gonna try to teleport, or maybe you're gonna wait till like the bug's gone and then they try to. It's all a mind game, you know. That's why it's there. You know, I could literally just hop and just see if they do anything. Can't say yep, because of my experience, the only way to beat the bug lady. The bug lady.
Devora. The Joker. Tarkatan War.
Can run, we join back to you. Awesome. Will Scorpion throw a spear full screen when you set up? That's a good question. Well, you don't really zone Scorpion, honestly. Because Scorpion doesn't just have a spear, he can teleport behind you. So like, if I do this, first thing he's gonna do is teleport, but he ain't gonna get anything more than after amplified. But yeah, it's really not a good idea. Like, in general, does anyone even try to zone Scorpion? You think he's safe? Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Devora. Scorpion. Sea of Blood.
Well, the spear is guaranteed, unless I do amplified, and it might interrupt if I have, you know, at least one of the 3 bugs on top of him. But still, probably not worth it, especially the crush and blow takes away your bar anyways, so that's just, it's not beneficial. I wouldn't think Devora would be safe. I mean, I don't think Scorpion would be safe. Ooh, hold up. Man, fuck this game, yo. Now, your reactions are on point. Like, they don't even have to be on point. But, like, that's about as much you can get without, like, playing with your life, you know? That's about it. Yes, Rikabi was full range and third button gets the last hit. Should be able to block. If he amplified, that's just. So we can just ignore that. So if we amplify it, the choice. You don't even want to amplify, man. Oh, that would be fucking dope. But, like, there's nothing you can do, so, like, you just want to use Spear at that point. But even then, if you don't know where you're at, and it's kind of hard because the camera moves up, you don't really see where you kind of at, you know. And you gotta remember, this is probably in like, we're talking in like, you know, like a ranked match or tournament setting. So like, you don't want to be like messing up. So it was crazy with full range there. Class is she able to block? Well, if you do block the bug, she's safe, as you can see. But imagine walking full screen. Fuck this game, man. Imagine if someone was that. You just jump and then he just walks up and do that shit to you. Like, just fuck this game, man. I would quit if I could. But I would never do anything like that. Just imagine someone's just like, I mean, let's go. I might have to let something as you spiked mistress. There you go. It's like you could. So, how you play this matchup is a lot of improvising on both sides, which is kind of the fun part. You get to see how people deal with it, especially in high level. It's fun to see. But you don't see like too many people mess with just playing Buds, you know. You only see me and Sonic Fox, you know. And there's like some other people. There's one dude, I don't know if he plays Buzz anymore. I think he plays Teleport. I could be wrong. It was Mexican dude, Romero, something like that. Romeo's. I can't. I'm not good with names, but if you start with like a Romeo. He was actually pretty solid. Rain has a broken weight dash. Could weight dash in for Lance Punisher. Probably, or if you could just go for the back 4-3. Matchups where she would most likely struggle would be Raiden. Because he can do it in the air and just say fuck you to those setups. I hate that matchup so bad. The two matchups I hate the most when using the war is Raiden and Noob Saibot. Those are the two matchups I cannot stand. I would literally play any matchup, even the Fujin matchup, over those two. Hell, I even played the Sindel matchup, and I hate Sindel. I even played the Rain matchup, I hate that matchup. I would play any matchup over those two. Like, she does not have a fun time playing that matchup. Why noobs? Because the slide? Yeah, the slide. Because, like, her best things are, like, capped. You know, like, she, like, what makes her, like, good gets shut down by Sub-Zero, whether it comes to slide or just he can shut down her jump-ins, you know, like, and Noob Saibot don't really need to jump in at you. So, like, so you're fucked on that point, too, because you can't get your crush and blow, you know. So, when you play that matchup, it kind of you're depending on that Noob Saibot to fuck up at some point, you know. So Noob Saibot can just play honest. I feel like he can win the matchup by just playing honest, you know. And then Raiden can just honestly play like a fucking bitch and win. Why teleport? Actually, because you could jump, you can snipe you out of the air. Can you tell all the moves why they don't have to jump? Can you tell all the movements you don't have to jump? I'm just saying for the D'Vorah matchup, they don't need to. There's no reason to. Like, they can shut down her 4-2, you know, her good buttons, or like her only buttons that she has. Anybody can just shut it down, you know. I play noob and I don't jump. Man, fuck out of here. Then how do we do noob's dive kick? You don't need to. At least for this matchup. Yes, he does have good neutral. Perhaps Jazz.
D'Vorah.
Which is kind of ironic, because D'Vorah does pretty well against zoners. And I'm not talking about teleportation, I'm talking about Buzz, just plain Buzz. Like, Scarlet, she does fine. She can win the Scarlet matchup without teleport. She can win, maybe the Robocop might be a little bit tougher, but she can do it, you know. She can definitely win the Setshot matchup, and I know that's surprising the most. She can win the Cast Cage matchup. I think the Shang Tsung matchup might be a little rough, but it's doable. Definitely can win against Cabal, Kitana. Raiden is like the one zoning matchup where it's just like, no. She could win against Sonya Blade when she gets in, you know, like. Once you get in, it's just how you keep them contained with your traps and pressure. That's all that really matters. If you can get in and then keep them locked in with your setups, that's how you can win. You just kind of need to get in on a keep away players or what? I mean, it is easy if you just play patient enough. The ones that are annoying is Raiden and Geras. Those are like and I'm not even going to say Setshon. Setshon, I don't think it's that bad. I know this coming from me, but I don't think it's as bad as it would be for Geras, because the last thing I'm going to get hit is by his sand trap or his command grab. Especially his command grab. Boom, one command grab, you get in the fucking corner. Like, what? One command grab, he gets out of the corner. Like, that's some bullshit, man. You don't need that. I've only been playing Melina, Scarlet, Rain, stuff. Man, that's a lot of characters, man. Maximize Nightwolf to do some choice against the D'Vorah with mid, bow, and reflect. You know what? Nightwolf does zone D'Vorah pretty well, too. But I recommend teleportation against Nightwolf. Just so that when you do get in, you actually hurt that motherfucker. Sometimes you just actually need that, you know? Like, D'Vorah, she gets damage through her setups, right? So she gets damage, but it's not guaranteed. When you have teleport, you got guaranteed 30%, you know? D'Vorah, she goes by like 20%, by 20%, by 20%. So, let me put this to close. So basically how it could play out, boom, that's 20%, right? You start with 20%, that's your basic combo. You see if they, see if they guess wrong, you see if you shimmy them. That's another 20%. You try to mix them up with that, so let's do this. That's another 20%. Oh, mix them up with the low. Yeah, let me do that again. We got 20%. 20%. Another 20% into, I'm going to check them. Boom, strike throw. And then, boom, you can kill them with 1-2 grab. If they make they do something unsafe. So like it adds up, but that's you gotta read your opponent and see how they play. What? Oh, the Sleep Launcher is amazing. The checker. The Sleep Launcher. Talking about this right here. The back 3-4. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, teleport. And then you gotta teleport. Oops, that's not even what I wanted. The only thing I don't like about teleport is that the setups to get off of it aren't as plus, so people can kind of mash on it. No, the wolf does back 4-4. What? Can you like rephrase that again? Cause I'm already confused. So you are only +2. That's not enough for you to secure a bug. They could up 3 and then you have no choice but to like, maybe you can back that to up 3. Depends on the up 3 or the up 2. That would probably be better if you just leave it at forward 1. You gotta sacrifice the damage to get some good frames. That's usually how it works for pretty much all NRS games. You sacrifice damage to get better setup, to get better frames off your setup. Just so you get like guaranteed, you know, a guaranteed turn. You could also lay in a jump kick, and then that leaves you -1, but you're also spaced a little bit better. You're not up their face, so you can actually backdash in time, and whatever wake up buttons they got or whatever won't reach you. And someone discovered that recently, and I think it was the coolest thing ever. If you delay the jump kick, you can land forward 1-3 still, and that's actually kind of new, by the way. Neutral to like. And then there's other stuff like this too, so like you got this, which is +2, and then of course everyone's probably seen this one recently. Jesus Christ. And then, I mean, it looks like it's kind of the same spacing. It's more damage. And that was launcher, which is the sweep. Oh, that one. Can we check the board replenish when we place checkers? Yeah, so let's talk about some gimmicks. So, most support players, even me and Honeybee, I don't know if Honeybee does it anymore. I think he just checks the jump one. So after like sweep or 4-4, some people like to back up and throw a bug. That's probably the most fakest thing ever, and it's not real. So like, by itself, so like, the mind game right here that's supposed to be playing right here is when you backdash, you're either going to chuck him with the sweep again, or you're just going to throw a bug. So, Jade guys win. Down 2, man. Have you seen enough Jade players? My fault, fuck's on point. Fuck. Fuck, now it's not on point. I speak too soon. Okay, I'm getting carried away. So, they can like react to that, you know, like it's. But if you amplify it, people are most likely gonna be too late. Down 4 and you're good to go. Yeah, down 4 because the Jay's down 4 works so well, especially against D'Vorah, and it's very annoying because anytime when you see that matchup play, you're gonna see at least a down 4 or a 2 back-to-back down 4s from Jade. And it's just
D'Vorah. Jade. Shaolin trap done.
I'm gonna do Emerald Defender. Okay, let's put it on black. And even though the second one whiffs, just imagine trying to move up and then and you just get hit by that. But look at all that spacing, right? This is why you see people, their button of, when you see a high level play, their button of choice is usually down 4. Honeybee, he throws down 4 a lot, you know, like, cause like, when you throw down 4, that's usually, it creates space. Joker, he throws a lot down 4s, right? Space, you know? But for Jade, she gets all this fucking space, like, why do you need all this space for? The fuck? And then, check you with back 2. That's their, like, their go-to, that, or they just, wherever the fuck they do with, what do they do? Do I have on this? I do. No, I don't. Whatever. It's just... Hey, playing against Jade is there's no neutral games because that single button. But it is a good button. That's like Jade's best button, honestly. It's down 4. She do not need that. She really don't. I guess we go briefly how scaling works on this. Scaling. I might make a separate video on this as well because most of you don't even know how scaling works, or at least even care how scaling works. You have to get it down 4, and that's -2. Yeah, he actually does. He uses it the same way as Jade does. The fuck? 2 down 4s. That's what you. But scaling. How does it work? Now, counter to most things, her launcher, like Amita's launcher, does not scale. It actually does quite the opposite. It's very reduced. So when you go and hit confirm the fatal, you get 425. That's actually not bad. And it's actually, when you do this in the corner, it's easier to land down 3. And you still get 41. Or 416. Kenny 212 tech. I mean, you could combo off of it, but just like, but it's like damn near impossible to combo off of it. You could do some stuff like that. That's about it. There's really nothing special about it other than it being -6. Safety island is probably the best option, I guess. But there's no mix-up. There's no mix-up. There's all it is just guaranteed chip, you know. I find it funny how whenever I use that string, people never block the whole string. I mean, it is a mix-up, you know. I mean, they're both -6 on block. I mean, you kind of mix it up because no one really throws it out like that, you know. Facts. That's the only reason why you get away with it is because you're not really doing anything with it. You're just doing 2-1, you know. And then if you want to get some free damage, you can start committing to that full string, you know. Those people with less skill. Does it bother you when someone beats you and you don't know everything you know about the game, or losing to people with less skill? Mostly, I would blame myself. Like, if I'm losing because, like, yeah. Especially when it gets, like, Fujin, because I don't really study that matchup like I should. Like, the fucking Shiva matchup, like, fuck that bitch. Like, I don't study the Shiva matchup enough, and I feel like I could get freed up because of that. Just because I don't know, like, that one thing, whatever that one fucking thing that could be about Shiva, I might not know. I feel like wow, if I knew that, I could be whooping this dude's ass, you know what I mean? It's like a fair question in this game, because it's kind of a screw fest. I think a lot of screws come up this season for some reason. This season? You sure it's not like in general, or... Been losing terrible. Yeah, man, 'cause everyone's just trying hard for, like, a 1st to 2, man. All it is a 1st to 2, and they're like making it their fucking. They're making it like a Evo, man. Like they're trying. It does get aggravating. Alright, so we're doing... Where was I, by the way? Fuck. You guys get me off track, like, so often in this stream, man. I don't mind. You guys have kept the stream alive. I appreciate it. These in particular has been a lot of scrubs. One thing I don't like about Comet League is that they pair you up with a sweaty player, and then they try to give you mercy by giving you some random ass person who's only played a game for like at least a week, and it's like, give your boy a challenge, give you another challenge. I ain't trying to play some scrub. I ain't trying to feel better about myself, man. Trying to prove my worth or some shit, you know. Don't you hate that when you play someone good and you lose and you're like, fuck this game, and then they give you some easy ass player? I hate that so much, man. Comparing PS Xbox PlayStation as a boy of random players, better players and better than Xbox, but describe match fun way to be worse. Like how Xbox players are actually pretty solid. Well, in the first few years, they don't know shit, but I guess they're just a little bit better. But you can't top the PlayStation players, man. We got all of them, man. We got Sunfox, we got Ninja Kill, we got Rewind. You don't see those people on Xbox. No one's training those people on Xbox. And I guess I feel sad for that. I'm trying to get into mastering more mechanics in the game and figure it out. Yeah, I do it the hard way. I kind of learn while I'm playing. I don't really... Because I do a lot of work in the lab. At least I used to. And then you kind of learn more while you play. Like, that's how I learned how to flawless block. Because I play online. You know, I don't really do offline tournaments like that. You know, I wish I did, but I don't. So I'm more used to flawless blocking online. So when I go offline, you won't really see me flawless block that much. Because it's a very different timing, you know. That's why I'm always so... Because I never lab flawless blocking. My first guy playing 11, I got 15 streak on Xbox Series X. It just suck, man. That's the funny thing. I play so well, but for so long I couldn't even get a streak of 10. And then all of these fucking scrub-ass players get like streaks of 15 or some shit, and I'm learning how, man. Like, I play so well, but it's like not enough, apparently. It's crazy to think about, you know? I think you were like beating the living shit out of someone who has like a streak of 15. It's just crazy how that works. It baffles me. I guess that kind of frustrates me. Hi, friend. What's up, man? Is it Zorze? I can't even pronounce that. But it's true, I've only got like a streak of 10 like a few times. And I play with pros, you know, so like, I haven't really beaten pros like that, but like I can keep up with pros, you know, and it's just like, damn, if I could do that, why can't I get a streak of 10? That's crazy. Maybe I just suck, man. What I mean though, PlayStation has the better players, but the scrubs are just where it's being the guy with a single poke on Xbox and you smash shit up PlayStation. Smashing down 3, dash down 3. No one has no strategy of winning games. Yeah. But if I'm 2-0ing you with like no work, then there's probably a character I'm not using. I mean, I'm not complaining about it because I know I'm good, you know, but like it's still just, it makes you wonder, you know, like what how are they like playing the game better than you? He plays Katana. I'm actually trying to do a Devora guide right now, you know, but we got like off track so many times because the chat want to talk about some other shit. They want to talk about Combat League, they want to talk about some other characters and shit, which is cool, man, but I'm pretty sure when people are going to start rewatching this, they're going to be like, man, just get to the guide, man. But I think I cover a lot of Devora, so I think I cover a lot, just for the buzz variation, you know. I didn't even get started on the scaling like I said it was. So scaling. So jump 1 scales, forward 1 3 scales for fatal blow. So let's do this. So let's just talk about combat for this. So this screen you're gonna want to do this. And then that's pretty much your combo, right? But if possible, you would want to get standing 4. Okay. Oh damn. My time is a little off. Oh my god, I'm terrible. This is Minecraft, I can't skip a lot of fun. Not 200 buttons like a dodge away. 469, that's not bad, so. Need to learn, cannot play like it's Saturday afternoon. So let me do the same combo with Fatal Blow. I know I'm not trying to ignore any comments, but I'm also trying to make a guide. So yikes. Let me do the same combo but with Fatal Blow. So I just wanted to demonstrate how the scaling works. So this does 558. So for me, how I would remove the scaling is you gotta remove the jump once. And then I do forward 1 to stand for it. And then this does 582. Now that's a 3% difference. And that actually matters. Like that's like so much closer to 60%, man. So much closer. Wednesday anyway, I'm about to have a great stream, Chief. It's been fun. Yeah, man, I do appreciate everyone keeping the stream alive. You know? Try to get to everything I can, but I might have to just do another stream. But basically, the gist of it is, you want to do just stand for it, that's it. If possible. Jeez, man. Yikes, 470. That's a GG's right there, man. That's another thing I didn't even mention. You could do stuff like that, by the way. So like, hold up. So let's put this on auto. Now, I know that looks sloppy, but you can make it like neutral. And then if they press, you can continue your combo. But let me... hold on, let me try... I'll try this way. You could do something like that. So like if they press, you could actually do something. You could dash up and then continue your combo. But of course, that was poorly. Man, I could probably like say that in a better way. There we go. So, and then I try to press, and I can't even do anything. That jails, by the way. So let me try it. That jails. It's plus. I can't even duck that. I can't even duck the same one. So like, there's some cool stuff. Wow, jump 2 sucks. The fuck? What the fuck did they do? Alright, I'll stop. I think it's good to call it that. I mean, this pretty much is the stream. I got over what I got over, so what didn't I got over is the question. Got over how you can combo off stuff like that, how you can implement it. Got over the zoning. I didn't really go over how her buttons are, like what's what, like the fall spot gaps and stuff. But honestly, before you even begin learning how to use a character, you should learn every bit of like frame data, you know? And honestly, look at tournaments, you know, like, look at how some of these award players, like, look how I play, look how Honeybee plays, look how Sonic Fox plays the character, you know. There's always some kind of pattern that you can follow, and then you can implement that into your own style, your own gameplay, you know. So if you want to keep your point honest, like I said, you can check with down 1 into that. You can check with 4-2. You can check with sweep, you know. If you want to start making stuff up, you can start implementing 4-4. Draw it again, you know, if they block it, you know. I like the backdash into forward 4 because everyone falls for that. Because if you watch everyone play, the 4 players, they backdash into sweep. So the last thing they expect is you walk in with the forward 4, you know? And it works on 90% of the time. It works on me. And it happened to me so many times in one set that I didn't want to see it. Like every time it happened, I still didn't want to see it. I don't know if my reactions just suck at that moment or... And there's some broke stuff too they can do, so... I believe you can't down 2 that, by the way. Like, you can't do a crush and blow off of that. Okay, you can. It's just for some fucking reason. It's just... This is the way everything's recorded. But of course you can just duck it. And you can just down to it. Alright, never mind. But that is... But there is like... That's also like a good mix-up. So like you can, if your opponent knows that you like to do the tick, because back 3 ticks, right? You can like just bait it, you know? Like, what's the worst can happen? You can just block. And just watch them lose it, you know? They jump, you can catch them with a button, you know? Or you can just like, just do back 3, down 1, you know? And the good thing about her down back 4, I didn't even mention, I mean, it's pretty much a given, but you can hook from it. Some people don't know this, which is surprising, but you can hook it from this. It's plus 13. You want the plus 13, because that means no wake ups. You don't have to worry about them waking up with the roll or some up 3 or some bullshit like that. Wake up buttons, none of that. You're at plus 13. All of your not all of your buttons, but 90% of your buttons will jail. 41 jails, right? So it's 12 frames. It's plus 13. Everything jails. You can shimmy with 4-2. For me, I just go straight to 4-2. You could dash up, but then it might smash. You can do stuff like that. You can literally just grab. So what I like to do is I like to establish some pressure about like maybe 3 or 4 times, and then I grab them. So I want to know that when I'm doing my pressure that they're blocking, you know? You want to establish that first. And then when they're not blocking, you know, I mean when they are blocking, you can just amp on it and it's -4. But you don't want to just do that, you know, like always just spinning a bar, because what's gonna happen once you get that opportunity, you know, like once you actually open them up, you get no bars. That sucks, especially if you're trying to make a comeback and then you come back with 0 bars. You get hit confirm. That's all you get. You don't get your full combo because you've already spent your bars keeping it safe. So like, you gotta try to find ways to steal your turn, or just steal, like, just get away with certain shit, you know, like. That's the good thing about Buzz, because he got some stuff like, okay, let me put this on, so like, that's why you got strings like this to keep you safe, because most people, like, it's very easy to false pocket, but no one tries to, you know? It's -2, so it's really great. You could challenge with stand 1. I've robbed a lot of people at the last moment just because they're not ready. I do 1-2 fatal. And most people aren't ready for that. Getting back there sweep, you know. You could just challenge it down 1. Like, it's -2, like, it's kind of neutral, you know? So, like, you could jump, pretty much, like, you can do what you want with it. Like, people are going to try to take your turn after you do this, so, like, you can definitely find a way to steal a turn from them. And then if you feel like they actually are trying to false block, you can throw this in there. But there's no reason to. Well, maybe not no reason to, but I like to throw this when I'm whiffing. When I just happen to whiff the 4-2, I was like, alright, I already whiffed those 2. So if I go through anything, I might as well just try to clip them with this. So if this is already yellow enough, so you might as well hit him with one more yellow. It's -17. You don't want to just throw that around. You just don't. That's the cool thing about it, is that even with the notify bug, you can still establish some kind of pressure, even with just a regular bug. So like, you just do unblockable, boom, pressure. And more than half the time, they're not ready for it. They just already take their turn, you know? Or you could just do this. I like to do up 3 or roll backwards. Because I could do that, boom, I sneak away, boom, throw some more bugs. Hey hi ho, let's go. Hey hi ho, let's go, I like that, right, alright. Yeah. Yeah guys, I think it's a good stream, good time to end it. I will come back tomorrow and I'll show off some other variations. Thanks for watching.